Okay,
Here we are.
y'all, are you ready to get started?
Yep.
It's 11 o'clock and we have an appointment. And we appreciate you coming in today. And to kick us off, we have Steven. Steven is with All Hours Lock and Key. And he also provided this amazing lunch.
Yeah.
Lunch. Come on, you're
Welcome.
already making friends.
That's what you do, right?
That's how
Start
you
with
do
food.
it. Yeah. Well, you.
Am I on here?
Yeah.
The audio's.
Yeah, it's just
Okay.
gonna feed this soon.
Okay, good deal. Hey guys, so last time I was here, I think it was called Shakespeare.
Yeah.
Did anybody? Anybody else? Yeah. That's good. That's good. I looked up real estate jokes on ChatGPT. Not a good idea. So
It's not a joke, it's a nightmare.
So, like you said, I'm Steven Brown. I work with All Hours Lock and Key. I split my time between two businesses, one in Nicholasville called MBA USA. And we are a distributor for locks, tools, and training for the locksmith industry. So we have people nationwide that come in and do training. We have military groups that come in and do high security type training. And so we distribute tools and locks to customers all over the nation and the world, actually. Nicholasville is actually the lock capital of the world. You didn't know that? There's like 4 big lock companies there. And so I spent most of my career in sales, in medical sales, and for about 17 years, and decided to go to work for a buddy of mine who owns the business. And then MBA bought All Hours Lock and Key back in October. So we're just trying to get our name out there and see how we can partner with folks in Lexington and really all of Central Kentucky. And so we came up with a program called the Secure Start Rekey program. And I guess everybody gives a closing gift, right? The closing, I don't think the guy that sold me my house, I don't think he gave me a gift. But he was a buddy of mine, so maybe that's why. So what we would do is when your client closes on the home, and they're interested in having their locks rekeyed, then we would come in and do that for them. Within 48 hours of scheduling, one of our techs would come out and rekey all the locks. Okay. Has anybody done that for a client?
Absolutely.
You have, good.
Yeah, I mean, if they want to know they're the ones with the only keys.
Absolutely. Because you never know in the past who house sat for a while. You know, it was a 13-year-old boy at the time. Now they're 18 and they're in trouble and they still got a key to your house. And so you just never know who had the key. And so we would come in, if you have a working key, this would be the pricing. Okay. So the pricing for a standard home would be 5 locks. Okay, with a working key. So usually a door has 2 locks, correct? So 5 locks is your normal size house, right? You got a front door, back door, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then you got the garage entrance, right? And that usually just has the 1 lock, of course. Anything over that, a large home, 6 to 9 locks, it's gonna be that price. So 135 is our partner price for just like a normal house. And then 185 to 165 to 185 or 95 would be the a larger. So that's basically it. It's very simple. If anybody is interested in participating, what I like to do for agencies is give you this has Guide Realty on it, sorry. But
we like Raquel.
You like, I do too. Raquel's awesome. So what I would do if you're interested in participating, if you have somebody in mind that you would like to gift this to them, I have cards here. You can take my card. You can email me and let me know you want to participate. When you have somebody, you can either have them call the number, which is on my card. Either call my number, my cell number, or the office number, and we can get them scheduled. Once the job is done, we can, we usually call the realtor and just take payment over the phone. If you would rather be invoiced or something like that, we can make that happen as well. And then if you do participate, I will create a certificate for you with your all's logo and your name on the certificate that you can present them in closing that. Yes.
Couple quick questions. One, not all locks are the same, so this is the same price for no matter what the lock, like the one we're looking at there is gonna be different than some of the.
Correct. Correct.
And then two, do you do like a smart key?
So we do not do smart keys. No. We do not. Those are quite, I mean, we could provide them, we could sell them to you, but. And then we can install them. But that's gonna be obviously quite a bit more. This is just taking the existing lock system, taking out the pins, rekeying it all, the same key. Good question. Yeah, so here's my card right here. Okay, that's here. You just pass it around there. But yeah, that's it.
Did you say $135?
135, yes.
Oh my gosh, okay,
Okay.
I've been in the industry 20 years and have never thought about gifting a client this. And I mean, when you think about it. I mean, we work at closing to pass those keys, but the reality is like there are keys missing, or they're not all the keys, and who knows how many copies of those keys exist. This would be such a great value add or a closing gift, don't you guys think?
Yeah, totally.
Yeah, it's really good.
Any concerns or any questions?
They all just want your information and
Good deal. Certainly
you're gonna get, Madison's gonna get you some information. Okay, guys, that was good, right? You tried, yep, you lunch,
Thank you.
tell you. Alright, Steven.
guys.
Okay, all right,
Yeah.
we are gonna keep moving. And I think we're logged into things. Okay. You guys, I'm gonna play a video for you. How many of you guys know who Cody Gibson is? How many of you have heard him speak? I literally heard Cody speak for the first time in like 2016 at a family reunion session. And the session was called 7 Steps to Abundant Listings, which was 7 steps to 10 listings a month. And I walked in the room and the room sat 5,000 people. And there were people all over the floor, all over the walls, on the floor, in the aisles, and the fire marshals were trying to get people out of the room. Now you can absolutely see him, maybe see him at family reunion, if you're gonna pay to go down to make family reunion. He's gonna be in Louisville tomorrow for $40. And there's a group of us that are gonna meet here in the market center, at the market center around 7 o'clock. We're gonna carpool over, the class is from 9 to noon, and then we're gonna drive toward the interstate, and we're gonna stop at the Louisville Market Center and take a quick tour of that new office, and we're gonna head home. So I'm gonna show you just a quick Cody video. It's not a commercial for the class, but I've never been in a room with Cody where I didn't leave completely energized and transformed. And he, in my opinion, and Jason Abrams isn't here because we've got our Jason fans and we have our Cody fans and you have your Gary fans. But in my opinion, Cody Gibson is the absolute best trainer at Keller Williams Realty International. That's my personal opinion. And he's also a Volt coach and he's the vice president of Max Coaching. And he's going to be an hour away from us tomorrow. Okay. So I'm going to show this video. This is just from his social media. If it'll load. Come on. Do this for me. Look at this. Not working. We tested this.
I want to do this, I don't want to do that. In regards to lead generation, this is kind of what I looked at it as from my career. Sometimes an agent goes, you know what, I don't really want to do a bunch of open houses, I don't want to do that. I also don't want to, I don't want to knock on doors or anything like that. I don't want to do any like geographical farming or mainly because that's expensive, I don't want to do that. I don't want to work big construction because I don't want to go there, so I'm not gonna do that. I don't really wanna work with family a lot, because I don't wanna like be a sales guy around my friends and family. And I don't wanna do this, and I don't want to tell my owners, and I'm not gonna work at fires, and I'm not gonna do this, and I don't wanna do this, and I don't wanna do this. So you're essentially saying, I'm gonna plan my entire business. And all of my hopes are based on this one little thing I'm willing to do in my business. Until I coach for long enough, here's what happens, there's money. Maybe your wife gets laid off and she was the breadwinner. Maybe you find out that your daughter is sick and you need to pay these giant medical bills. There's some type of need for more finances in your life, and you immediately go, well, this isn't gonna work. And all of a sudden you go, wait on a second, maybe those open houses aren't so bad, I'll do a bunch of open houses. And you know what, maybe doing that geographical mailers, I'll do those farms, I could totally put that off. And you know what, I actually don't mind working with builders, or builders, and I'll do this, and I'll do this, and you know what, I really need to make great money, and so I'll do this, and I'll do this, and I'll do this, and well, you get the point. And what we really need to do all of this is you have to build your business based on what type of income and lifestyle you'd like to have. That tells you what type of lead generation. Don't pick the lead generation you like to do, and then hope you like the income. That's the message of this. I hear all the time, Cody, I don't wanna do this, I don't wanna do that. In regards to lead generation, this is kind of what I looked at it.
I don't know, I could just sit and watch that video over and over, which I did this morning for some time, didn't I not? This is the QR code. It says what? Oh, okay, just email me and I'll work on getting you a ticket. I checked this like an hour ago and they had 115 tickets, so I think we can get you in. You gonna double check it, Beth?
Yeah.
Let's just double check. Okay, send me an email and I will get with Rachel and work on tickets, but I would love for like 10 or 15 more of us to go. I promise it will be worth your time over to Louisville. And he's teaching a course called Your Big Life, powered by Your Big Business. Okay, that's tomorrow in Louisville, and we will meet here at 7 a.m. to carpool. And I feel really confident if you want to go, we will be able to get you a ticket. Okay. All right. Otherwise, the plan is we're just going to show up and we're going to sit around the edges of the room until the fire marshal kicks it off. They always let us in, right? It always works out. Okay. All right. We've got a few birthdays in May. Dan Ritchie, we just passed your birthday. Happy birthday. You're 25 again. Yeah. Robin Morgan, Donna Carrender, Sujing, Randy Carpenter, and Kirby are coming up in the next week or so. So you guys share a little love with those guys. Here are our work anniversaries for May. And so quite a few of you guys, there's 6. Where's Brittany Fiore? Brittany's here, huh? Not here. Okay, well, she's here somewhere. It's Brittany's work anniversary in May. So you guys go give Brittany some love. And then we welcomed, I just want to kind of share this. In the month of April, we welcome several new agents and administrative people. Michelle Fike is executive assistant to Jesse and John. Indra joined us, Mike Kiefer, Isabella and Daphne, and then Shay is here in the front. So you guys give everybody a wave. Welcome all your new friends. I feel like this is gonna be the like leading graduating class of something, like amazing people already doing big things in their business. So this is good. Okay, when we hire agents, right, we also have growth partners. And growth partners are people that are benefiting from our profit share program. And so the 4 people on the stage or on the screen sponsored people in the month of April. So congrats to you guys who also sponsored agents. And then in alignment with that, because I did talk about profit share, these were our profit share rankings for the month of March. So this would have been March, paid out in April. You guys can see our top 10 profit share earners. It's a substantial opportunity, right? I always say like get to where it pays your office bill and then your MLS dues. And then really starts paying for your cap after that, so. Okay. We are gonna do a couple of bucket fills because this is a really fun part of the meeting. Bucket fills, if you're new in the room, bucket fills is an opportunity to celebrate a win that you had this week. You can also share gratitude about either something that happened in your life or something in the room, or you can fill the bucket of someone else, which is just thanking them or sharing gratitude for something they did to help you or how they showed up in your life this week. So who wants to kick us off on bucket fills? Yes.
I'm gonna fill Bo's bucket since he's in here for doing your little mini bag crafts around the office all the time. Took apart a treadmill this morning, put a blade on a fan this morning, rearranged the patio, like. And it's like 11 o'clock. So thank you for always doing your random little things, because I just can't.
Yeah, who does all of that? There are people doing things to do the thing,
I
right?
was behind the scenes too.
I'll add to that for Tara and Bo, because on Easter Sunday, they brought a bunch of stuff down to the Somerset office and has it set up lovely, so thank you guys for all of that. Yeah,
Yeah.
you need to get a sign on here.
Yeah, we haven't. It's on the
You-
patio.
I thought, is that it?
Yeah.
Oh, because it's such visibility
I
there.
know.
People come by and they're constantly looking at the window trying to figure out what
What's
it is.
happening?
Yeah,
Yeah.
so thank you all.
Yep. Yes,
I'd
Daphne.
like to say definitely thank you to Tara and Earl for being our daughter and husband that day, and she knows how shocked we were when we came in here just for, we thought we were just visiting somebody. But with me saying that, I also want to thank our two guests who have came. So this has been fun with 1060s, there's Marquette and Laura. Yes, we did one of our used to be insurance together, and so just want to tell them thank you for them coming out and for people.
Thank you guys. Tell me your name again.
It's been.
Ben said I would only be on the news if it was my mugshot. I promise I have not had that much fun yet. They're still in here. They're still in here.
Days are.
Today is early. Yeah, okay, so anybody else have a bucket fill or a gratitude?
I want to fill RJ's bucket. He saw a need in his business to refocus and has been showing up consistently in the mornings to take the space he needs to get the things done he needs to get done, and he's making strides. And I love it. It's good stuff.
Awesome.
It's always a better day in the market center when art gets there. I was very happy to see you today. Yeah.
I have one more that I almost forgot. Renee bailed me out the other night for a new client that I found walking in the door here. I was here by myself Saturday, needed an agent. Renee showed her a house and showed her another today, but she did that for me Sunday evening and the client loved her. It was awesome.
Yes.
So thank you so much, Renee. That's why she offered to do it for free.
Oh,
Told her I would pay her.
sweet. Yes, that's culture. That's good culture. Yeah, love that. Okay, man, this is fun. I could just do this for an hour. But I know you guys are really excited about me showing you a tech tip. This is your last call to save yourself from the next segment of. Okay, we're gonna keep going. All right, this is going to be, oh, here's your giveaway. I'm gonna just, we promised you guys we would do a giveaway every week. And I'm getting ready to show you how to run. This is gonna, how many of you guys are running ads on social media through command? Started, yeah. Okay, so I'm going to show you, I'm gonna give you the pro tip on what to do with every new listing, every single open house, every price improvement, I'm gonna show you how to run an ad on social media in 5 minutes or less. The ads generate leads, and the lead price varies between about 10 cents a lead up to $5 to $10 a lead. Does anybody know anywhere in the industry you can get leads for 10 cents to $10 a lead? Me either. Even if they tell you they're free, paying a 40% referral on the back end, right? So I'm gonna show you that, and so today's giveaway is, we want you to make a social post in team meeting. It can be anything about you, your business, something you learned, something about the market. Just somewhere in the post, in the comments, just tag me and check in at Keller Williams Commonwealth. You'll get entered to win, and we're gonna do a $25 credit on your office bill so that you can go run an ad the way that I'm getting ready to teach you to do it. So this credit is for you to actually take what you're getting ready to learn and put it into action. Okay? That's our giveaway today. And the giveaway starts now. So between now and the end of the meeting, find something you can share about your business or something you're learning or something like that. Okay? All right. This is where we're getting ready to get technical. So you guys hang with me. I'm going to walk you through this. I'm going to walk you through paid ads in Command. And how are we going to do this? We're going to start with, I actually got a couple of volunteers that gave me an address. So we're going to start in Command. These guys are really annoying. I got to figure out where to put them. Okay, so we're in Command. This should look familiar. This is your business building dashboard. You are going to go down over here on the left side to campaigns. It looks like a blowhorn. You're going to click on the blowhorn. You're going to click at the top right, create campaign. I'm going to click on paid ad. Now, when this comes up, you guys are going to see buttons. These buttons are really, really, really important. The buttons on this screen are quick start buttons. They're pre-built. So if you go to Facebook and you try to create your own ads, Facebook is going to want you to put in very specific keywords and indicators that are it's going to drive the SEO or attraction to it. I don't know about you guys. I'm not that smart. I'm just not that smart. And honestly, I don't want to figure that out. I know people that spend years studying algorithms, keywords, and how to attract people to ads. It's not my jam. The cool thing is Keller Williams built them for us. So when you click listing, or let's say I click, I want to attract buyers, or I want to do recruit agents, or I want to attract sellers, you guys can see in each button, it's got it set up for Facebook, Instagram, or Google Ads. You can do any or all of them based on the button that you select. Okay. And so I'm going to, for today's purposes, I'm going to click on listing. I have heard, and we've seen over time, that advertising a listing is the highest way or the highest probability to get lead flow because people are actually clicking on something for sale. It's a little bit better than just like branding your business and people clicking. So when I click on listing, I'm going to go all channels. All channels. So now I'm in the manager, the marketing manager. I can simply just put in an address. So I'm going to put in an address. This is Janet Wigington's listing. And by the way, you can post ads for each other. Just culturally get permission. Janet would probably love for everybody to go market her listing because what's going to happen is you're going to capture buyer leads and hopefully qualify one to go sell her property. So you can advertise each other's listings. If you don't have a good one to advertise, borrow one from somebody. So I'm gonna click on Janet's listing. See it building over here on the right? There's my Facebook. There's my Instagram post. This is what's happening on like Google and other sites. It's building it out right now. So depending on the site, this is a news site. It resizes the ad to fit wherever it's gonna promote it, but it goes to like a bunch of different sites when you use this one. In the targeting, we have options. We can do the listings location. We can do a custom location. Like I could advertise this $2 million property in Cincinnati, Ohio, if I wanted to. I would put in Cincinnati, Ohio, and it would blast this on social media in Cincinnati. Okay, we use that function a lot in farms. So like if there's a farm or a property that people may relocate in for, you may target an area where people are coming in from that area. For the purpose of this, I'm gonna say the listing location. I'm gonna pull the radius up to about 50 miles. Now I can run the ad just like this. You can also choose to include your database. So if you want people in your database to see your ads, that's kind of cool, right? You can absolutely select that, and then you're gonna select the tag. So I might put in seller, and every past seller that I've had is gonna now see this ad. Yes.
So why would you want everybody in your database to see that ad?
They have more confidence in you.
You're basically, at that point, you're reminding every single person in your database that you're in real estate, you're their go-to, right? So now, you know, when they hear from someone or they talk to someone about real estate, whose name comes up? Gordon. So it's top of mind. So that's an easy one, right? That's an easy drop. You don't have to feel like you just call them because you want something. Wow, that Bo's listed another property. Man, he's super busy. And then someone at Porter Village and somebody selling the house and they go, you should call Bo, right? So that's a fantastic opportunity. Now, how many people do you think it'll reach in your database if you have nobody in your database? Oh, okay, everybody got that one, right? Yeah, all zero, right? Yeah. So this is why everyone goes into the database, whether they're ready to buy, sell, or invest in real estate. Let them know, let them see what you're doing from a productive standpoint.
In Facebook, these social platforms use their phone numbers and emails because those are in our social platforms to target them. If you have their actual social profiles, I think it's even better, but if you have their emails and phone numbers, it's going to find them.
It'll pull their profile if you have that in there.
Yeah, it's going to target them based on their phone numbers and emails, which we all use to log in and out of these platforms. So pretty cool, right? So top of mind awareness with your database through your ads is a pretty cool thing you can do. So this ad, it kind of pre-builds itself. I'm going to go back over to one of these and you guys can see it over here on the right. You can go in and you can modify anything. They've got shortcut buttons. I mean, I can say number of, beds, number of baths, year built. It's going to start to build out the ad based on what you select. I'm going to keep this one kind of simple. You can also take all this out and you can type whatever you want. The goal is to keep it simple enough that they're going to click for more information. You don't want to give them the price and every single thing. Otherwise, why are they going to click on the ad? And then basically it pulls the image from MLS. Again, all of this is customizable. In this place right here, you're going to enter your URL. You guys know me well enough to know this one. What URL are we going to use? The one from your website. You could also do the open house landing page. You could do a listing specific landing page, but if you don't have all that done, you're going to simply go over to your website. You're going to type in the address. There's that property. Thank you, Janet. You're going to grab the URL at the top, copy it. You're going to pull it over into the ad. That's the hardest part of this. It's just putting your listing specific link in the page. And then you're going to proceed to by the way, that was step one. You guys ready to go to the last step where we check out?
I was just wondering why we wouldn't want to just slap the MLS.
Don't start that.
Trigger, that's a trigger.
Because we want to capture leads, and your website captures leads and puts them right into your CRM, and you get a notification. And leads that come into your website are the same as anything else. It's speed to lead, which means they're on your site and then they're on Zillow and then they're on Realtor.com. So when that lead comes in, you're gonna pick up the phone and call them, right? Okay, so last step, that was step 1. This is the last step. You're gonna basically, oh, I'm missing something. Hold on, let me go back. What did I miss? Hold on. Oh, this one is even shorter. I'll show you the other one next. Hold on. Okay. So last step, you're gonna select the start date and end date. So if I'm doing an open house, I'm probably gonna start it on Monday and end it Sunday, right? Or start it Tuesday and end it Monday. But you get to decide how much you spend, and on the ad spend that has all the platforms, the minimum daily spend is $4. Social media, Facebook, you can do an ad for $1 a day, and Instagram is $1 a day. So you can literally nix all that Starbucks coffee out of your world, take back your $100 a month and use that or invest it in ad spend. So I'm gonna just put in here $50. Okay, do you guys see this right here? We use a company called eVocalize. They track online leads, ad spend, and clicks per kind of like where you market. For $50, they're estimating I'm gonna get 260 to 483 people click and visit my website to see this property. You guys can do that now. It's phenomenal. And then you're gonna literally go check out, put in your credit card, purchase now, and your ad is posted. Okay? What are you guys thinking? What is Daphne thinking?
I'm thinking, so yeah, so I went through and did this, however, that URL, what if you put the video of the property?
You want to use a page that when they click it, it's going to ask them to register. So
What if you did it for those?
I don't know. You can put the video on your website and you could drop that link because you can add videos to your site. But you want to make sure they go to your site. So that when they get there, it says like, hey, register here. Because remember, it's gonna pop up at some point where they register. You might be able to go in and modify it, Daphne. So I want to show you guys one more quick thing and then we're gonna move on just for time. We did pretty good on that, right? I'm gonna use Ashley's listing. Does anybody have questions on what I just did there? Does that feel easy or difficult?
I think my biggest takeaway was if I'm sitting here and I don't have to get this big as long as they have to reach out to someone in the office that has
Yeah.
it's in a particular area that I might be farming. An area that I know might be close to home, anything like that, and I can get permission to run ads on their listing. I will capture those buyer leads for myself and start working those buyer lists. That's, you know, you don't have to be carrying 25 listings, utilize and monetize this tool, right? So.
Okay.
So this,
Just keep that peace in mind.
no, absolutely. It's initiated through the command. I found this. That's amazing. I used to boost back in the day.
This is kind of a boost.
But it did come through. I didn't want to do it to get it. I didn't have a CRM.
Right.
And so, thank you for reminding me, and I had an airstrip for sale, and she wanted to target the drug dealers, and we did.
There you go. There you go.
And believe it or not, we actually came up with it. Found it. She wanted the card to help.
I mean,
Yeah. Tagging more people on there.
I told her, I said, "They don't fly in anymore, they use alternatives."
But you know, we did, you remember when we did that referral training in the team meeting a few weeks ago, and we showed you how to reverse track where referrals come from? So one of the reasons you may target an area like it's a horse farm, and you might Google like, where do most people with horses relocate to Lexington, Kentucky from? It's probably Ocala, Florida. So I could list $1 million horse farm and I could run my ad in Ocala, Florida, knowing that there are people there that may be relocating. So that you can get real tricky.
Will this be carousel?
It will. Yeah, that was option 2. So let me go back. I want to show you, I generally just do Facebook and Instagram. I wanted to show you the Google ad option because I think Google ads are super important. This listing is multi-image carousel is option 2. So it's either going to do a single image or video. So right there, it's going to do video. I don't know about the lead capture function, so we'll have to look at that. Multi-image carousel. You can also do multiple listings. You guys know that you can go into command and set up a property. You can go into your website and you can search all homes for sale in 40509. It's going to give you a link with all those results and you can literally go run an ad, check out all the homes for sale in 40509. So it doesn't even have to be a specific property. It could be a type of property. It can be an area of town. That's how you do things like that. So you're going to go to your website and search and then take the search result URL and run an ad with it. Okay, so I want to show you this without Google because it gives us options I think are important for the CRM. Okay, so this is just the Facebook, Instagram option. So listing in Berea, very similar, right? So I've got my listing location. I'm going to target a certain amount of miles. It doesn't really matter. It's whatever you choose here. Media type, I have an image. There's the text. I'm going to enter my URL by finding my URL. So here's that property. I'm going to grab the URL and paste it back in here. Okay. Now in this one, it gives you options on where these leads, what we do with the leads. So right here, if you have a team, our CRM works with teams and you can actually route where your leads go. If there are multiple agents on your team, let's say there's not, and these leads are coming in and I want the system, lead comes in from this ad, and I want the system to automatically tag it so I know where it came from. So I'm going to tag this lead, all these leads, 352, Springhurst lead. Okay, so I'm going to create that tag. Because here's the reality, you may have multiple ads running at the same time. You could have 5 different listings on ads. That's what top producers do, right? They run lots of ads and they see what's working and then they do more of the one that's working. So when this leads come in from this ad, they're going to say 352 Springhurst. I can automatically trigger a smart plan when those leads come in. And so we teach 8x8. So I'm just going to show you guys 8x8 or 12 direct, whichever one you're using. So basically lead comes into my CRM and it's from 352 Springhurst. And within 5 seconds, they get a text message from my CRM that says, hey, it's Tara Smith. I see where you just checked out my property online. Would love to blah, 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 blah. And then an hour later, it's going to send them an email. And then it's going to start a touch plan. So that if you're not available for speed to lead immediately, your CRM is available. How cool is that?
Really cool. Where can we go after this class to make sure that we're doing, to go back to SLM or as far as the step-by-step or
Oh yeah, just
more
go to,
information to?
yeah, go to YouTube and then just look up Scott Leroy Marketing and he has probably a better 5-minute version of him teaching this course.
Their website, they have like underage resources for 40 classes.
Either
way.
Okay,
Yeah,
so
you
use
can watch a
SLM.
full class or you can go to YouTube and say social media campaign and you'll find a 5 or 10-minute video just like what I did.
Or ask Claude or Gemini.
It's important to know to do these ads, you do have to have a Facebook business page. You're still going to do a lot of posting on your personal page, but to run ads connected to how this is set up, they have to run through a professional page, a business page. Okay? What do you guys think about this? Okay, so how often should we be running ads after today?
I'm thinking.
$1 a day. If it's all you can do, $1 a day forever, because you're literally going to be sleeping at night and leads are going to be coming into your CRM. right? That's a good gig. And so I just put, in my last little slide here, and you'll see this. When I sold real estate full time, this is actually a slide in my listing presentation. This is literally, if I went out to sell a house today, I would open my presentation, and this is about halfway through where I tell every single seller, one of the things about my value proposition is I'm not just gonna put this on the MLS and hope somebody else sells it. I'm gonna invest money to advertise your home online so I can capture leads and qualify buyers for you. And then I would, this is like an ad that I ran. And I teach this in CE, but you guys can see, I spent $30, I would spend $20 or $30 per listing. 374 people engaged with my post, and 342 went where? Went to my website. What's that cost per lead? A penny? And I reached 5,350 people, and the date isn't on this, but I think I ran this out in 2017. So this business model has been happening for a very long time. Okay? I'm looking at your faces.
I do have a question.
Yes.
And just help my understanding, when you schedule that to go out, you schedule a smart plan with that, so when you get a lead, it automatically sends out the email?
Yeah.
Am I understanding that correct?
Yes, it won't give you the smart plan option on the Google leads, but if you do the regular Facebook and Instagram ones, it'll literally, when that lead comes in from that ad, it's gonna tag it based on that ad, and it's gonna automatically start a smart plan depending on what smart plan you select. And it could literally just be a simple text, hey, this is Tara, you just jumped on my website, I wanted to let you know that I'll be reaching out, are you pre-approved to purchase, are you looking in this area, and are you currently working with real estate? You just wanna get them to respond to you, because they're jumping usually site to site, and they need to hear from you as quick as they register. But yeah, it's all automated.
That's good.
A question regarding the smart plan. So when I was doing my ad and I did smart plans, when I clicked on it, did I actually go in there and put in all of my information?
Yeah, you wanna make sure if you select a smart plan, it's gonna be in your library, but it should be, you wanna make sure it's customized to you. Because, so when you initiate those smart plans, they need to be built out with all your information and kind of customized, so you know what is communicated. Yeah, because they're templates and then we modify them. Yeah. Okay, any other questions? Was that valuable? That was worth the price of admission today. Yeah? Okay, we're gonna jump into what we all actually came here for, which is our panel. So we've got 4 people on our panel. And 4 amazing people. Very excited. Well, that's not what it is. Let's see up there. Who you guys over there both? It's working. Did you make anything inside, please? You upset? Yes, right. It's me for the first one. Yeah. It's not sound like I can. Yeah, it's here all the way. Wherever you want to visit. Great. Okay. Where's Isabella? I don't know. Where's her mini? I don't know. Where's her mini? Okay. So I said that they don't.
Yeah, that's okay. I'm sitting over here with you.
Stand in the middle. You get up there?
Yep. Alright.
Here we go.
Scooter in.
All right.
Everybody turn and look. Yes, this.
Okay, so many of you guys know, or attended our recent, how many of you guys attended Breakthrough 120 with us? Ryan,
I want, they want on YouTube.
that was the best session, wasn't it?
It was pretty good. I was wondering if you were gonna post the other ones or.
We actually have all of the sessions taught by Jason Abrams in the orientation tracker. And that will be a really good way to watch them. Yeah. Okay, so these four attended with us, jumped right in, and I thought it would be fun to just get some perspective from these guys. I've got some questions. We can popcorn around, or you guys can, if you all want to answer all of them, we have about 15 minutes. But let's start with just who you are, how long you've been in the industry. We'll go down and introduce ourselves and what position you are in, if you're an agent or admin or whatever else. So
I'm Renee Teacher. I started in October and I'm an agent.
You're what?
An agent.
What are you? So, I'm Daphne Freeman and I started, I guess March 6th last year over salary, so it's been a year. And I'm also a realtor.
Hi, I'm Isabella Freeman. I started this past February, so very recent, and I'm an agent.
I'm Michelle Fike. I'm the admin for John and Jesse. And as soon as I was called up here, John left. So, yeah, so then now I called him back in here so we can work together. But I'm new. I started April 1st, so everything is new for me. So I'm here to give that perspective.
yeah, I wanted to make sure we had the administrative side because many of the agents in the room, myself included, we attend great trainings and then the gap is implementation. And so one of the really cool things about your business and it scales, you can hire an administrative assistant and your administrative assistant can also go through the training and they can help implement all of the amazing ideas you have, like running ads and database management on your behalf. So Michelle participated as an admin, executive assistant for couple of our teams and thought that perspective would be helpful. So we're gonna dive in. Just want to start with any key takeaways. So we started this session with database and specifically the Ford model. If you guys remember, we actually stopped class that day and went out and like made live calls. And that was interesting. I'm curious if you would be willing to share like your perspective from those conversations. Did you get any leads from doing that activity? And what happened as a result of that?
Can I say something completely different?
Yeah,
Okay.
you can also
So-
do whatever you want.
All right. So I have two things that I tape on my window in my office, and one came from Beth, and I don't know if it was from her or somewhere else. But it is, leads are the lifeblood of my business and relationships are the soul. And this, like, that's what guides me daily through business. And I didn't realize that Breakthrough 120 was literally going to be leads, how to get leads, and then the importance of relationships. So through this whole class, we learned about building relationships. And I wasn't.
And you also made calls. And
Yes.
I'm pretty sure found business.
Yes, I got a listing after the second lead follow-up. We talked about mindset a lot and then what our fears were and how to control those. And I was not doing lead follow-up as I should because I was scared. And so I left Tuesday and I made calls and the next morning I signed a listing. Yeah, but they also taught us. Yes, but they taught us to use AI as well in all the steps, and so I was nervous of what to say to this prospective seller. So I did use AI to help me figure out what value do I have to offer that person.
That's so cool. Love that. Anybody else want to share, like just from the calls? I know we did call several sessions.
I can share. So, basically I made a call to, a referral partner, which was a loan officer. And, that turned out very good because then I actually received a lead, for a listing. And when we touched base about it again yesterday and the appraisal on the house is now over 500,000, like over 60, so that was really good, and so we're connecting. But what that kind of Ford model, the family, for those of you who don't know, so I'll tell you all. So it's for family, warrior shrinking, occupation, or relocating, recreation, about a second home if someone's, if they're spending time going somewhere, whether it's Somerset to the lake house, whatever it is. And then recreation, well, I just said that, and then dreams. you know, what is it that's gonna trigger the timeline and pivoting for that area. So, with that being said, we actually redid our listing presentation from that Ford model, and for us to be able to show people, hey, this is what we're gonna be able to do for you. You know what I mean? And just so, I'm not sure if I'm explaining this correctly. And so you're welcome to jump in.
You're doing very well, you're doing very well. In terms of calling people, using the model, that was just very useful on how to integrate real estate conversations without feeling like you're like jumping down their throat of, oh, real estate, real estate, real estate. It kind of gave you like this little ease, like, oh, how's your family doing? It gave you an outline. So it was like, oh, okay, your family's growing. Oh, perfect. You probably need a bigger house. You know, it was very subtle. That's what I loved about it.
Any other additional insight? Michelle,
No,
on that stuff?
I didn't fall with that.
I thought it was interesting that 6% of people in your database will move in a year. So build it, feed it, communicate with it. And we focus on sphere of influence, not like necessarily expose or expires, but the people you already know. So to me, that was less scary, especially with using Ford. So it felt authentic.
Good. Now, in the second session, we talked a lot about lead follow-up. Did any of you guys have like a key takeaway on the importance of lead follow-up or systems for lead follow-up, knowing that such a big piece of where transactions come from?
Yeah, you need to use your CRM or you're gonna lose track of everyone. Yeah.
CRM is important.
Was that question too?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or
So-
through maybe.
My question, okay, so how do you plan to utilize the breakthrough engine model in part two that you were talking to some people every day? So. You can get bogged down in, I think, we call it paperwork prison. Which are, with trying to make sure you're doing the paperwork and then, you know, all that kind of stuff. So Bo actually did session 2, right?
Yep.
And he actually spoke about, 2,000 a laptop. And we took advantage of that in calls. Because of the fact that we're just moving, you know, from one brokerage to another, just trying to make sure that we have all of our, everything in place, and we didn't even realize that through command, that if you don't have your, you know, document for image and list, you're not gonna get paid. And you wanna make sure that everything is correct, and you're not getting to the closing table and like, hey, can you sign this paper? That's so cool. They're not very professional. And so definitely, calling, Melissa, is that her name? She came in that day, it was just very impressive. And so we were like, let's call, and then from there, we're now with the lady of Lindy.
Yeah.
So that was.
Can I chime in on that? I'm 15 years in the business. I've never used a transaction coordinator. Emptying those listings doesn't take me long at all. I did it. And let me tell you what, I went and had fun that day. And she texted me. And it was all handled and went straight.
Once you
The
do
most-
it, you're like, I'm never going back.
I'm hooked. I will never go back.
Yeah.
And the listings are, what, 125, 150,
Yeah.
depending on what you're doing. They're very nominal.
Yeah.
So,
Great service.
thanks for service.
Yeah, take that time back to go get more business or go have a fun day and not sit in front of your computer for 3 hours, right? Yeah. Yeah, and so the question that Daphne's answering is like, the part 1 of Breakthrough 120 is the 5 training sessions. Part 2 is the daily structure and accountability around just continuing the 10 conversations every day with people in your database. How are you guys building time in for that? And what's the accountability look like to ensure that you guys are getting those 10 conversations done every day?
Time blocking is really big for us, to be honest, because if we don't time block, then we just won't do it. So just definitely setting aside time, putting it into our Google calendars, that's been really great. And then for accountability, we're always together, so we kind of have a built-in accountability system.
But not to mention for Dad, my husband.
Oh,
and
yeah.
her sister.
You've-
But also, I think too, it kind of helps to where, you don't wanna do it like loud, but on your phone or something else, have a silent timer. You know, that 15 minutes or whatever with someone that you're talking to them and they don't hear it ring, you hear it ring.
Well, we talk about in bold, all work expands to fit the time allowed. And I remember the first day of class, we gave you guys 20 minutes to go out and make calls. I think you got 4 potential leads in 20 minutes.
That was good.
And so the reality is we can drag lead generation out all day, or you can set a timer and get it done real fast. It doesn't, it's your choice, but usually with a deadline, we get more done in less time, so I think
And like,
it's super
I
smart.
just also know quick. I mean, Ben and Jared, Laura, we've known each other. Probably before, I mean, we had kids, you know, like long time, so over 15, almost 20 years, we've worked together. And I think it helps where when you know each other, you can make a phone call and say, hey, do you know anyone? Do you have any leads for this? And it's not gonna be taken in with this way, it's just like, you know, that can really help you out with this or this and stuff, so I love that. My friends, I'm severe of this.
It's good. Okay, so I'm gonna combine the 2 questions we have for session 3. We talked about appointments, and so just sharing your why, your value proposition, and other things so that you've got a really solid value proposition for your clients is a piece of it. The other piece is you guys were introduced to customizable marketing in Canva. So how do you plan to use those 2 things in your actual appointments or as part of the value proposition in those appointments?
I don't know who wants to go first.
Well, Michelle's gonna go, yeah.
I made a new email signature. When I did my onboarding, the one that I got from Scott Leroy Marketing, I like. My signature was big or something and I didn't like it, so I thought this was a perfect opportunity for me to go in and redo that email. And my signature in my emails. And one of the things I did when I started, I did the Marty Miller 66-day challenge where they talk about command every day. So I spent the first probably 2 weeks going through those videos just because my background has always been in office management and admin, but the real estate part of it is just completely foreign to me. So I had to just get a grasp of what I was going to try to undertake. So those videos really helped prompt me, even though command in the CRM is something that will end up being a plug and play when you get it working well. You have to understand the basics of it. So that was very helpful if you want to watch those YouTube videos about it. And so I followed the one that redid, even though you can have Scott Leroy Marketing do that for you. I knew I would be doing some of these things for John and Jesse. So I played with that so that I made my own, it looks like the business card, and then I made it my email signature. So, you know, that took forever, even though the videos act like they're really fast, they are, but the very bumbling first time that you do it, it says all you do is just plug it in right here. Well, when you do it it hops over here and this and that, but overall it was okay. So all you have to do is jump in and do a sample something, then it's saved in your camera. So then you can go back from there and then you can start, after you get that one, you're like, oh, okay, I can do my own newsletters, things like that. So that's what I plan.
Yeah, it's good. Anybody else on Canva or value proposition in your appointments that you modified from the training?
So for us, we use Canva a lot, and then in our KW Canva, there is a ton of different brand related materials. There's the listing presentation, the buyer's representation. So a great thing that we were able to do is just take that and literally break it down to where we kind of want it ourselves. It's basically taking the model of how it was and then just personalizing it to our personality. Like we took out photos and put different photos that we wanted in, like we were really into blue and white chambrangerie type aesthetics. So we would put that into our listing presentation, kind of made it our own. So Keller Williams Commonwealth, but still adding our brand. So that was really useful.
And we have links to where you would give people call to action. You know, at the open house with our documents, just that they can scan the QR code or print it out or whatever.
So the listing of the buyer presentation are in Canva or in Command or?
Commands Canva, the KW
Right,
Canva.
KW.
Yeah, they have them for, I think even luxury branding, there's multiple templates.
I know I was aware of that, but I forgot. I just asked Gemini to draft me one this morning.
We had like literally just took like our Freeman Legacy Group symbol
Uh-huh.
and just like all the pictures in the background and just changed it. And we can show it to you. like-
No, that was
Because
for
we
the
even
fun.
developed
I need to get in there, and play with it. First and foremost,
It's actually really fun.
and then if I
when you
have
just
questions, I'll definitely reach out to someone.
Mhm.
Limitless marketing
Yes.
opportunities,
Really
right?
is, yes.
Okay, let's keep going. Next session was about open houses. And so you guys talked about the open house calendar for the week and then also spent some time on the importance of selecting the right house to hold open. So if a couple of you guys want to share your perspective on one or the other of those, that would be great. What'd you learn from that?
More signs.
More signs. One each open house, 20 open house.
Prepared. Was when our coach closed that day and everybody in the room was like,
I didn't make it up, it was in the slide, it was okay, that's not made up.
but when we actually went out that day, we were like, where will we even put them? We started counting. One there, we could go that, go to the 4-way stop, you put one there, so then that's when it's like, oh my gosh, this makes sense. Then we reached back out to her and was like, what's the cheapest way to get signs fast? And so we ordered signs, more signs. And when we put out, literally, we made a trail. How many signs did we put up? We didn't have 20.
We didn't have 20.
Was it 12 or?
I would say 12,
12.
and people did comment on it, like people who came to the open house, they were like, we had an easy time finding the house because of all of your signs.
I was actually taking a
Sweet.
trail to help with the signs to kind of like let them know that this is just follow that whole.
But
So-
you know, if you guys think about like the goal of open house and all the things you do and getting people there. And then you think about the average agent puts a sign in front of the house, many don't even put pointers. But let's say you put one out on one street. How many people are we losing because we don't have a trail to follow and people just give up? Or maybe they see somebody else's sign and they go that way, like. So having those signs and the branded signs, I think that's a really cool takeaway.
I just like the 5-day plan, getting you ready step by step,
Oh,
tells you
yeah,
every
every
day to do for marketing and door knocking and
It starts on Monday, right?
Starts on Monday.
Yep.
yeah, and then you're ready. Yeah.
If you put out 20 signs, that's 20 doors that you can knock. To ask for permission to put the sign in there, and let them know that you're having an open house.
Ooh.
That's good.
Back room, just.
Correction.
We did actually not go on someone's door because the fact that stop sign was in their yard and I didn't want that sign to be gone.
Yeah,
And
sometimes
so-
they throw them away, it's a good idea.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Some people will get offended if you don't ask,
Right.
and they'll take your sign, or they'll
Yeah.
just make a bad, so it's a real easy door knock. Hand them a flyer, introduce yourself, talk about it, get permission, I mean. And here's the thing, they'll always live on that corner, so if that's an area that you farm, now you've got an opportunity every time. Go, hey, have another open house, we sold that last one, do you know anybody who might be thinking about moving, inventory's light. That's some of the things you can do in your farm.
I think it looked like, because Beth and everything was said, our entrance to Deer Creek Estates looks like a party. Whereas across at the Meadows, she had literally one balloon, one sign and one balloon, and it was a blue star. We had flags, we had balloons, but it turned out. It's good.
That's fun. You're gonna get more activity to that one. Yeah.
Easy.
Don't think that the buyers and the neighbors don't notice the difference in how the agents prepare to advertise those open houses. You know what I mean?
Yes.
Yeah, it's all they take that input. Anybody else have a big aha on open house? Marketing, you mentioned the 5-day plan, that was good.
I have 2 next week, but that's something so.
Yeah. You know what you're gonna do every day leading up to your open house to get the best result.
Oh,
And that 5-day plan is in where they find that.
It's in Breakthrough 120 in the open house session.
Well, Dana Spencer, thank you for her. She told me about that. So it's in the breakthrough one,
Breakthrough 120 session 4.
session 4. Okay.
One thing I had was the open house sign-in form that you can actually using the website. So if you go to your KW website and then you look up the properties, you can actually put a backslash in the URL and put in open house. And it automatically appears like a sign-in open house form. And so what you can do is when people come into the house, you can hand them like an iPad and they can put in their information. And then it also has like little boxes that puts like TCCA compliant, so it's, and it takes, like it goes automatically into your database. So that was really
That helps
useful.
us with that too.
Yes, she did.
Yes. Yeah, it's a open house, basically landing page, the leads drop into your CRM, so there's no reason to stand in an open house and like not capture the information. And it's beautiful, and it has all the photos and, yes,
Very nice.
it's a website for their stuff.
I think when you're at open house, when you have beautiful, printed documents and papers, it makes people. They're like, oh, can I get that? And you're like, oh, sure, like, they want to engage with you more, and then like, cause I think they see what you're doing. But from those open houses with all our stuff. 2 more clients that will have houses with us.
Okay, there you go.
And I'm gonna guess they're also have houses that they wanna buy.
They wanna buy.
So for
Yes.
Okay, guys, this is not rocket science, but I'm happy. We're getting this. This is helping. Right?
Yes.
Systems around this stuff. Okay, so let's talk about, this is social and Madison taught session 5. And you guys learned about the like model, which is the local lowdown, information, know me and engage. And so love to hear kind of like what you learned from having a model for posting, and then how has your social media presence changed since you've been implementing the daily engagement plan?
Go ahead. There you go. You go first. You go first. No, you go first. Okay. Okay. I'm sorry, this is huge.
So excited.
Excited. So Bill and I, you all know, we had, I think we've talked about this in the past, we had a big fear. Because of the fact that I had switched brokerages, well, I switched again, and then now we're like here. And then, but Isabella, this is pretty much like her first true brokerage she's been at. And our engagement post from her class was telling us, and I had a fear, we shared our fears all week, and the beginning was getting out there on social media. 9,021 views on something. And then another 1,252 views on something else. So,
Fierce.
Yeah,
that's
your content is catching fire. You reached 9,021 views, which is 124% increase from the previous period. And so what we decided to do, because of the fact that, you know, you're like, why do you tell people we're switching an agency to begin? And we were crazy. This doesn't look right. We decided to introduce ourselves with a magazine article that we sent to Tara and staff just to make sure. And that for her class, just Isabella, the stuff you did, so that was good.
Pretty good.
That was pretty good, thank you.
That's pretty good.
Awesome.
So I just had fear of social media, and it said in the class, people do business with people they know and trust. People love authenticity and connect with me personally. So again, relational, it made it relational and took away fear of being unauthentic or annoying or salesy. And I was amazed, so you do 10 reactions, 10 comments, 5 DMs, 5 ads, and 1 post. But just interacting with people, they love it, and then they interact with their posts. But it's not just about you doing this, like you're affecting their lives because you're acknowledging what they're doing and loving their post, and so it's not businessy, it is relational. And then knowing that 80-20, and then and for these posts, the like things, you can use AI and say, will you help me come up with one of these, and it'll do it for you, and then you just post it and it's done. Yeah. So people, I don't even know how to count what you did, but I'm just happy that my fear is gone.
Yes.
And I love this easy thing that they gave us, the like and the 10.
I just like the fact that you all are so systematic, you're at
Yes.
step one, step two, it's just kind of like. You just make it easy for everybody to just do it, and then you just put your own personal stuff on it, right? So, yeah, you all make a great team, our leaders. Bella. Yeah, nice.
I wish we could say we wrote that course, but. Yeah, that part, no.
Oh, photography. If you do not do professional photography.
Oh, yeah, that's sorry.
In trouble.
Beth, go ahead.
Yeah, we talked a lot about professional photography, the importance of it. First question they had was, so what if we already listed something and we didn't use professional photography? What do we do now? What did I say?
You'll get professional.
I just went. Go do that then. It's never too late to go back in time and to do it right, to show up in the right way. And I think sometimes we're afraid in this industry to say, hey, listen, let me top grade what I'm doing. Your customers see it and actually really respect it,
Yeah.
that top grade.
We bought it.
So top grade their stuff.
Oh my gosh.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry, your bucket. This is, this is Renee, guys, this is Renee's Facebook page.
I saw that.
She shared this, but this is in your farm, right? So Renee started her career with us like October. She's done she's focusing on farming. She's not from Central Kentucky, so she got in her neighborhood. She does pop buys. And one of the people that she gave a pop by to, and these are multiple things, right? Different
It's the different size. We had an
Okay.
Easter egg hunt and I focused that on the back and then we're having a yard sale this coming weekend. But anyway, yeah, so.
She did, so my takeaway from that was, she's going around doing pop buys as a way to create top of mind awareness, so that's a part of her business.
Yeah.
But the compliment was, I love all the things Renee Tusher is doing to grow our neighborhood into a stronger community.
Oh.
How cool is that?
And with that, I have a list, like a listing presentation in my farm.
Right now.
Go to your list, right?
No.
Because it is.
Okay, all right, thank you, ladies. Anything you guys wanna add on social before?
No, but that's something that I'm implementing too. I'm gonna monitor their social,
We're gonna monitor the social.
their social, and I'm blocking so many minutes a day to go through that.
I love it.
Heart's just sitting here like this, definitely.
Okay, I've got like I've got 3 slides and then you guys are out. Hold on, stay with me. Best of Lexington is still happening, so you guys, you can vote every single day to be the best real estate company in Central Kentucky. We already know that we are. Next month, the Friday. So if you haven't voted today, get your vote in. Okay, Red Day. Red Day is next Thursday. We will be closing the office to go out and serve in our community. And so if you haven't signed up, we're gonna come chase you down.
What time do we get here and where?
I think we're coming here at like 8:30 and then
Okay.
we're gonna head to Winchester around 9:30.
Winchester.
Carpool.
Okay.
And yeah, we'll have like, I think we're gonna do breakfast or something.
Yeah.
So wear some old clothes, you don't wanna get dirty.
We will have
We're gonna have t-shirts, but wear something that you don't mind working.
We might be doing some painting, that kind of thing.
Something English, we're not gonna wear heels or sandals.
Good, worry about that, Pete.
Next week's sales meeting, we're gonna do the, it says top 5, let's see what I come up with. But top 5 takeaways from the 2026 Kentucky Derby. So y'all come back next week. We're gonna have a great time talking about what we can learn from our big infamous racing. Okay, thank you guys for being here. Have an amazing rest of your day. Thank you, Michelle. Thank you, everybody.
Who, you did that.